20 plants that make your home healthier. Having plants at home is not just a matter of beauty. They help to make the air cleaner, take away some of that stuffy feeling, and can even improve your mood. If you've ever felt that the air in your home seems heavy or that it's easier to breathe when you're in a park, know that some plants can bring that freshness into your home. And the best part, many are easy to care for, even for those who don't have much time or experience. In this text, we will talk about 20 plants that are good for the health of your home. They are not rare or difficult to find plants. They are the ones you see in flower shops, supermarkets, or even at a friend's house. We will explain how each one helps, what the basic care is, and how they fit into everyday life. This way, you can choose the ones that best match your routine and the space you have. Why do plants make the home healthier? Before talking about plants, it's good to understand how they do this. Imagine that the air in your home is like a sponge. It absorbs everything around it. Whether you cook, clean with chemicals, use spray deodorant, or even breathe, all of this releases particles into the air. Some are harmless, but others can cause headaches, fatigue, or allergies, especially indoors. Plants act as small natural filters. They absorb part of these bad particles from the air and, in return, release oxygen. Furthermore, some can even remove toxic substances that come from furniture, carpets, or cleaning products. It's as if they clean the air little by little, leaving it lighter. Another advantage is that plants increase air humidity. Do you know when you wake up with a dry throat in winter? This happens because the air becomes very dry, especially when using heaters. Some plants release water vapor, which helps make the environment more comfortable. And there's more. Taking care of plants can be relaxing. Watering, pruning, or just watching them grow helps reduce everyday stress. The 20 plants and how they help now. Let's get to the plants. We separated them into groups to make it easier to understand. Those that clean the air, those that increase humidity, those that are easy to care for, and those that can even be used in the kitchen. 1. St. George's sword. This is one of the most resistant plants there is. It survives even with little light and little water. The St. George's sword is great for those who travel a lot or forget to water their plants. It helps remove substances such as benzene, found in paints and plastics, and formaldehyde, found in furniture and cleaning products, from the air. Furthermore, they say it wards off bad energy, but this is more of a popular belief. 2. Peace lily. This plant has bright green leaves and white flowers. It is good for air-conditioned environments because it increases air humidity. It also helps to remove ammonia, present in cleaning products, and acetone, used in nail polish removers. The peace lily likes shade and needs water when the soil is dry. If the leaves start to turn yellow, it is a sign that it is receiving too much sun. 3. Boa constrictor. The boa constrictor is a climbing plant that looks beautiful on shelves or hanging. It is great for removing formaldehyde from the air and also helps to humidify the environment. One advantage is that it grows quickly and is easy to multiply. Just cut a piece of the stem and place it in water and it will take root. It likes indirect light and water when the soil is dry. 4. Aloe vera. Aloe vera. Everyone knows aloe vera because of the gel that helps with burns and moisturizes the skin. But it is also a plant that cleans the air. It removes formaldehyde and benzene, which come from cleaning products and plastics. Also, if you have a mild burn, you can cut a leaf and apply the gel to your skin. Aloe vera likes sun and needs little water. 5. English ivy. This plant is great for those with mold allergies because it helps reduce mold spores in the air. It also removes benzene and formaldehyde. English ivy can be grown in pots or hanging, and likes indirect light. A tip: if you have pets, be careful, because it can be toxic to dogs and cats. 6. Bamboo palm. This palm tree is one of the best for cleaning the air. It removes formaldehyde, benzene, and trichloroethylene, used in solvents. Additionally, it increases air humidity, which is great for those who live in dry places. It likes indirect light and needs water when the soil is dry. If the tips of the leaves turn brown, it could be a sign of very dry air or lack of water. 7. Chrysanthemum. This plant is known for its colorful flowers, but it is also a great air purifier. Removes ammonia, benzene, and formaldehyde. Chrysanthemums like sun and need water regularly. One disadvantage is that it blooms for a short time, but while it is in bloom, it helps a lot in cleaning the air. 8. Dracaena. There are several types of Dracaena, but they all help clean the air. They remove benzene, formaldehyde, and trichloroethylene. The Dracaena is a tall plant, which looks beautiful in corners of the living room or bedroom. It likes indirect light and needs water when the soil is dry. If the leaves turn yellow, it may be due to overwatering. 9. Fern. The fern is a classic plant that many people have at home. It increases air humidity and helps remove formaldehyde. It is great for those who live in apartments with air conditioning, because the air is very dry. The fern likes indirect light and needs water regularly. If the leaves turn yellow, it could be a lack of humidity. 10. Lavender. In addition to making the house smell delicious, lavender helps reduce stress and anxiety. It likes the sun and needs little water. It can be grown in pots or gardens. If you have difficulty sleeping, placing a pot of lavender in your bedroom may help. 11. Mint. Mint is a plant that can be used in the kitchen, in teas, or even in drinks. It helps improve the smell of the house and has properties that keep insects away. It likes the sun and needs water regularly. A tip: if you plant mint in a pot, it grows quickly and can take over the space, so it's a good idea to prune frequently. 12. Basil. Basil is another plant that can be used in the kitchen. It helps improve the smell of the environment and has antibacterial properties. It likes the sun and needs water regularly. If you like cooking, having a pot of basil at home is a great idea. 13. Rosemary. Rosemary is a plant that helps improve memory and concentration. It also improves the smell of the house and can be used in the kitchen. It likes the sun and needs little water. If you study or work from home, having rosemary nearby can help you stay focused. 14. Gerbera. The gerbera is a colorful flower that helps remove benzene and trichloroethylene from the air. She likes the sun and needs water regularly. In addition to cleaning the air, it makes the house happier with its vibrant colors. 15. Ficus. The ficus is a large plant that looks beautiful in living rooms or offices. It helps remove formaldehyde and benzene from the air. It likes indirect light and needs water when the soil is dry. If the leaves start to fall, it could be a sign of a change in temperature or a drought. 16. Chlorophytum, Thai. This plant is one of the easiest to care for. It removes formaldehyde and xylene, present in paints and plastics, from the air. Additionally, it produces shoots that can be replanted. It likes indirect light and needs water regularly. If the tips of the leaves turn brown, there may be too much fluoride in the water. 17. Anthurium. Anthurium is a plant with red or pink flowers that helps remove ammonia and formaldehyde from the air. It likes indirect light and needs water when the soil is dry. In addition to cleaning the air, it makes the house more beautiful. 18. Orchid. Orchids are known for their beauty, but they also help remove xylene from the air. They like indirect light and need little water. A tip: water only when the roots are silvery. If they turn green, they still have enough water. 19. Cactus. Cacti are great for those who forget to water their plants. They like sun and need very little water. Additionally, they help to humidify the air at night, which can be good for those with respiratory problems. 20. Violet. The violet is a small plant that looks beautiful on windows or tables. It helps remove formaldehyde from the air and likes indirect light. It needs water when the land is dry. In addition to cleaning the air, it makes the house more charming. How to choose plants for your home. Now that you know about plants, you may be wondering, which one should I choose? The answer depends on some factors, such as the space you have, the amount of natural light, and the time you can dedicate to care. If you live in a small apartment, for example, you can opt for smaller plants, such as violets, orchids, or chlorophytum. If you have a backyard or balcony, you can choose larger plants, such as bamboo palms or dracaena. Another tip is to observe the natural light in your home. Plants like aloe vera, lavender, and basil need direct sun. Others, such as peace lilies and fern, prefer indirect light. If your apartment is very dark, the St. George's sword and the boa constrictor are good options. It's also important to think about the time you have to take care of the plants. If you travel a lot or forget to water, choose resistant plants such as St. George's sword, cactus, or chlorophytum. If you like cooking, plants like mint, basil, and rosemary are great because they can be used in the kitchen. Basic plant care. Even the easiest plants to care for need some basic care. Here are some tips to keep them healthy. 1. Watering. Most plants die from too much water, not lack. Before watering, place your finger in the soil. If it's dry, it's time to water. If it's damp, wait a little longer. 2. Light. Observe where the sunlight hits your home and choose plants that adapt to that environment. If a plant is not growing well, it could be a lack of or too much light. 3. Vase. Choose vases with holes in the bottom so that water does not accumulate. If the water has no way to escape, the roots can rot. 4. Fertilizer. Plants need nutrients to grow. You can use organic or chemical fertilizer, following the instructions on the packaging. Generally, it is good to fertilize every 2 to 3 months. 5. Cleaning. Plant leaves accumulate dust, which makes it difficult to absorb light. Wipe the leaves with a damp cloth from time to time. 6. Pruning. If the plant is growing too much or has dry leaves, it may be time to prune. This helps the plant grow stronger and healthier. Plants and pets. If you have dogs or cats, it's important to know that some plants can be toxic to them. For example, English ivy, peace lily, and St. George's sword can cause problems if ingested. Before buying a plant, research whether it is safe for your pets. If you're unsure, opt for non-toxic plants such as violets, orchids, or bamboo palms. Plants in decoration. In addition to being good for your health, plants make your home more beautiful. You can use them to decorate different environments. Living room. Larger plants, such as bamboo palms or dracaena, look great in corners of the living room. Bedroom. Plants such as lavender or aloe vera help improve sleep and make the environment more cozy. Kitchen. Mint, basil, and rosemary are practical and can be used in everyday life. Bathroom. Plants like fern or peace lily like humid environments, so they do well in the bathroom. Office. Rosemary or boa constrictor help improve concentration and make the environment more pleasant. Conclusion. Having plants at home is a simple and natural way to improve air quality, increase humidity, and even make the environment more beautiful. The 20 plants we've listed here are easy to find and care for, and each has its own specific benefits. If you're just starting out, you can choose 1 or 2 plants that fit well into your space and routine. Over time, you can add more as you gain confidence. The important thing is to observe the plants and understand what they need. With a little attention, they will grow healthy and bring more life to your home. Remember, there is no perfect plant. Some may not adapt to their environment, and that's okay. The important thing is to try and see what works best for you. Furthermore, caring for plants is a learning process. Even if some don't survive, each experience teaches something new. So, how about starting today? Choose a plant you like, take it home and see how it can make a difference in your daily life. Your home and your health will thank you. Now that you know where to start, let's get to know some plants that are great for making your home healthier. They not only decorate, but also help purify the air, increase humidity, and even improve mood. Let's go. One of the most famous is the Espada de Sir Jorge. It is resistant, survives even in low light and water, and even filters toxins from the air, such as formaldehyde, which can come from cleaning products. It's perfect for those just starting out or for those who don't have much time to take care of plants. Another easy-to-care plant is the peace lily. In addition to being beautiful, with its white flowers, it helps to humidify the air and remove pollutants such as benzene, found in plastics and paints. It likes shade and only needs water when the soil is dry. If you have a corner with little light, this is a great option. If you want a plant that gives a green and cheerful touch, try the boa constrictor. It grows quickly, can be hung or placed on shelves, and helps clean the air. The boa likes indirect light and does not need a lot of water. It is ideal for those who like to see the plant grow and spread throughout the house. For those who have problems with dry air, fern is an excellent choice. She loves humidity and helps to keep the environment cooler. Place it in the bathroom or near a window, and spray the leaves with water from time to time. It also filters toxins and leaves the air lighter. If you like plants that produce flowers, the African violet is cute. It blooms all year round, likes indirect light, and doesn't need a lot of water. In addition to decorating your home, it helps improve air quality. It is a great option to place on tables or sideboards. Another plant that cannot be missed is the cactus. He is super resistant, needs little water, and loves the sun. In addition to decorating, some types of cactus release oxygen at night, which can help improve sleep. It's perfect for those who travel a lot or forget to water their plants. If you have children or pets at home, it is important to choose plants that are non-toxic. The fan palm is a safe and beautiful option. She likes indirect light and helps humidify the air. Another safe plant is Swedish ivy, which is easy to care for and purifies the air. Remember that each plant has its preferences. Some like more sun, others like shade. Some need water every week, others only once in a while. The secret is to observe and adjust care as the plant responds. Don't be afraid to experiment. If one plant doesn't adapt, try another. The important thing is to have fun in the process and enjoy the benefits they bring. Over time, you will notice how your home becomes more pleasant, fresh, and full of life. So which of these plants will you choose to start with? No matter what it is, the important thing is to take the first step and let nature be part of your everyday life. Your home will look more beautiful, and you will feel better with this green corner nearby. Here are some more tips to help you choose and care for plants that make your home healthier. Let's think about everyday situations to make things even easier. If you live in a small apartment or in a place with little natural light, there's no need to be discouraged. Some plants do very well even with less sun. The St. George sword, for example, is almost indestructible. It grows slowly, doesn't need much water, and also helps clean the air. It's perfect for those who are starting out or for those who have a busy routine. Another option is Zamioculca, which looks like a plastic plant because it is so resistant. It even tolerates forgetting to water and looks beautiful in shady corners. Now, if your house has plenty of sun, you can bet on plants that love light. Rosemary, for example, in addition to making the air cleaner, can also be used in the kitchen to season food. Just pick a sprig when you need it and that's it. Fresh, fragrant seasoning right away. Another sun-loving plant is lavender. It has a delicious scent, repels mosquitoes, and can even be used to make relaxing sachets or teas. Just don't overwater it, because it prefers drier soil. For those who have children or animals at home, it is important to choose plants that are non-toxic. Fern, for example, is safe and also helps to humidify the air, which is great on dry days. Another option is basil, which in addition to not being harmful, can be used in food. It's a fun way to involve children in caring for plants, showing how they grow and can be useful. If you like plants that produce flowers, the African violet is a great choice. It is small, fits in any corner and blooms several times a year, making the environment happier. Another flower that is good for the home is the chrysanthemum. In addition to being beautiful, it helps filter bad substances from the air, such as benzene, which may be present in cleaning products. One cool thing about having plants at home is that they can even improve your mood. Have you ever noticed how a vase with flowers or green leaves makes the space more welcoming? This happens because plants bring a bit of nature into the home, which makes us feel calmer and happier. Plus, taking care of them can be a relaxing hobby. Watering, pruning, watching the leaves grow. All of this helps to take the focus off everyday problems. If you're still unsure about which plant to choose, start with one or two and see how you feel. You don't need to fill the house all at once. Go little by little, testing what works best for you and the space. And remember, even if a plant doesn't survive, don't give up. Each attempt is a learning experience, and soon you will find the species that suit your lifestyle. Another tip is to use beautiful vases that match your home decor. This makes the plants integrate better into the environment and become even more charming. You can even reuse glass jars, cans, or wooden crates to plant. It's cheap and gives a special touch. Finally, don't forget to talk to your plants. It may seem silly, but talking to them or even touching their leaves from time to time helps to create a bond. They respond to care and affection, growing stronger and more beautiful. And, after all, having a little piece of nature at home is a simple and enjoyable way to improve your quality of life. Try it and see how your home and well-being will change for the better.